Hello, welcome to the Heart's Frontier. If you are new, then extra special hello. And if you're returning, I'm so glad you returned. Welcome back. And today I'm going to do a pick a card reading. So this pick a card reading is going to be, what support do you need to hear from the upper world, our upper ancestors? So for me and my lineage, the upper world and upper realm is generally angels, ascended masters, so spiritual teachers throughout time. And they're not only always like famous ones, if that makes sense. It can be a lot of different types of beings. So it could be just benevolent beings that really have some sort of similar mission to you and want to support you. Can also be passed on ancestors, can be guardian angels and people that you've known in this lifetime who have passed on and now supporting you from above. And yeah, so I'm going to see first, you're going to choose a card based on what you feel drawn to. And so what I have here is number 1, power. These are the Healing with the Angels cards. Number 2, divine guidance. And then number 3, study. There, you can see better that way. Okay, so number 1, number 2, maybe number 2, number 3. So 1, 2, 3, power, divine guidance, or study. So take a moment, you can pause, you can reflect on the cards. Whichever one you feel drawn to, that's the one you're supposed to hear. And as always, you're always welcome to listen to the whole video and just take what resonates, okay? So what I mean by that is if anything comes up and it's your card and you've picked it and you just don't think that really is you, keep in mind this is a collective reading. So not all messages may be for you, but you definitely will find something in there that resonates. And if it really, really isn't matching you, then you can feel free to pick another deck or go on to another video, or take a break and take a breath and come back at another time. So it's amazing too. Sometimes you can watch a video and then later on you'll pick a different card and it's exactly what you need to hear then. So it's really fascinating how this all works. For now, I'm going to start with group number 1, power. So just the fact that you picked power really is feeling for me like you're ready to ascend and to grow, to move on. I'm going to see what keepers of the light are here with you and what their message is. So this is what the upper realm is looking to help you with. Looking to help you increase your power, increase your energy. So maybe you've been feeling a little low, a little lackluster in energy, or maybe you're just feeling like you know you need more energy for what's coming next. What's coming next? Okay. So we have Bridget, inner strength. So she's a Celtic goddess. It says, move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. So isn't that funny? More power. So it definitely feels like you're getting this grounding pressure. Like some of your guides are just putting their hands on your shoulders to sort of steady you. So maybe you feel like you've been kind of spacey or floating around a little bit lately, and they're just like grounding you. They're making you feel solid. Because I think when we feel solid, we feel a lot more powerful. If we were to feel a little unstable, it's very hard to feel as though you can power through because you're not really sure what you're standing on. Mary Magdalene, teacher awakens. Very special. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. Pile number 1, it really feels like you have something that you need to do. It really feels to me like a lot of you are more so on the side of knowing that you need a lot of power for what's coming next. And maybe you're doubting a little bit if you have it. So it's not doubting that you have any ability or any power, but the full power. And that full power can be quite intimidating, even to ourselves, because when we're not used to expressing it fully, it can feel as though that's something that actually needs to be hidden away. And a lot of the time, the world likes to make us feel that we need to hide away our full power because it's easier for others or safer for ourselves. To be honest, that really isn't true. It's much safer and much easier on others if you are entirely yourself, because you inspire them to become more like themselves, and you can encourage yourself to keep moving forward. When you go away from accepting that power is actually when you feel weaker. So it's in your best interest to say you are powerful. Maybe some I am statements would be really helpful for this group. So I am powerful, I am strong, those types of things. I'm not sure why you've been feeling held back. Let me know if this does resonate with you, because it really does feel as though there's something that needs to come out. Like you need to say something, you need to speak something, or you need to announce something. It's like something's shifted and you haven't quite said it, but then when you say it, then that's you stepping into your power. Okay, then we have Diana, focused intention. This is quite an intense group, like a powerful group. I mean, of course. It says, think about what you desire. Set your sights high and expect the best possible outcome. So this is, again, no running from the fear of stepping into your full power. It really feels as though you've been limiting your scope. So what you're looking ahead into the future, you've sort of been saying, sure, that's okay. I'll do that when I'm there and I'll be more powerful at that time, maybe. But really it's asking you to step into it right now. And that's how this is all going to come to fruition. So whatever that kind of thing at the back of your mind that's saying, slow down, try to let it know that you're going at exactly the right pace. That doesn't mean you need to go full force and you need to, oh, I just got this image of like someone running around their house, like doing Tarzan moves and like power poses and trying to be powerful, like, but kind of looking like a kid, like out of place. It doesn't mean you need to do anything that's not authentic to you. The thing is, when you feel like yourself, you're in your full power. So just do the things that make you feel like you, and remind yourself that you're getting steady presence from the upper world, and you're getting, spirit guides are sort of gently nudging you towards a really powerful place of being that's going to feel really strong. You're going to feel like you have set your sights on something and the arrow's flying towards it. Like you're going to feel in motion towards that thing that you do want. Whatever's popping up into your head when I say that is the thing. Okay, I'm going to pull one more Healing with the Angels card to wrap up, and just say, what do you need to do? What are they guiding you to do? What are the angels asking, or ascended masters or ancestors? What are they asking you to do to heal? New beginnings. So accept this new beginning of full power. Accept that this light that you're walking towards is drawing you in as much as it is shining outwards. So what you saw before as this light at the end of the tunnel, recognize that this light is trying to find you as well, right? It's not just you going that way, it's the light also coming towards you. So embrace this new beginning. Feels like a very exciting time for you, Pile 1. I would love to know what you're up to that you need all this power for. What do you need power to do? Okay, stay strong. You've got this. And if you're looking for a more in-depth reading, this is obviously a collective reading. If you're looking for something more specific to you and really getting into your concerns and your mission here, then you can book a reading below. I have lots of different readings available, including an oracle card reading. So just like this, but more individual. Awesome. Okay, thank you so much, Pile 1. Moving on to Pile 2. Pile 2, you chose divine guidance. So very fitting, because we're here to get guidance from a divine source. So let's see what the upper world has to say to you. What do these ascended masters and angels need to say? First, I'm going to pull some Keepers of the Light oracle cards. See who is assisting you on your journey, what to look out for. Okay, divine guidance, divine guidance. Feels as though you guys know a lot. I think pile 2, you are on the cusp of something. Feels like, I'm wondering, are you working on a project or something? Or just feels like, okay, we'll get into this. I'll see what else pops up. First, we have infinite abundance. This is Lord Ganesh or Ganesha. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. Okay, so the first part I'm getting about this is what you need to hear is that divine guidance is actually trying to come through to you, and you may not be able to listen to it right now. Yeah, maybe things have been feeling a little bit murky. Obstacles are being removed though. So your upper world, your ancestors, these guides, these ascended masters would like you to know that the way is clear if you choose to see it that way. They are doing their best to remove the things that are really challenging you so that you can see a little more clearly. But until that time comes, you do need to trust that things are going to clear. After the storm always comes the sun at some point, right? At some point it will return. And so it's really pivotal that you do your best to find some grace and peace in the present moment amidst the murkiness. It doesn't feel like a really dramatic amount of chaos. It feels almost more like the blah kind of state and hoping for a better future, but not really trusting in it. And so really do trust that you are being guided. It may just be about fine-tuning how you listen to that guidance or seeking support to get further guidance. So actually, with that being said, I will mention I do personal readings. So this is a collective reading and obviously is more general. So if you'd like something that's more personal to clear some of this murkiness and to connect you to that guidance, I'm happy to do so, and you can find that below. Let's continue. So the next one you have is Kutumi, which is Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. So yes, this is maybe making way for you to remember that you do already know and you can already trust. This divine guidance is really trying to show you that a way is made already. You don't need to figure out every step. You just need to listen. You need to step forward and be guided to what's next with respect and with care. Your third ascended master is the divine director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. So, I mean, divine guidance, this is pretty much it. Happiness is your purpose. So instead of figuring out everything you need to figure out, listen to what would make you happy in this moment. You are being guided towards finding more joy, more happiness, and ultimately love and freedom and abundance and all those good things, peace. You're being guided to those things at all times because these upper world folks really, really want you to be happy. And they really want you, especially in the case of your ancestors, I'm hearing with this group. I'm not sure if you have a connection with your family in that sense. But I'm really feeling like your ancestors are wanting to say, you need to enjoy this moment. We worked hard so you could feel happy and enjoy your life. And this is a common theme that's been going on lately with clients. I suppose it's always a theme in our lives, but especially this year, there's been lots of ancestral and deep family healing. So keep in mind that whatever you're facing that feels like you don't quite understand why it's happening to bring you towards happiness, joy, and love, and peace, and abundance, and freedom. So just trust that whatever you're being guided to do is a good idea. If you're being called to reconnect with someone who, it's been a very long time, or if you're feeling called to nurture yourself with a specific food, I've been really into root vegetables because it's fall season now, and if you're feeling called to do that, then do that, because every little step in listening towards divine guidance, however that comes in for you, that is moving you closer towards the big changes that would create a lot more clarity for you. So trust that divine guidance and really remember your purpose for being here. Sometimes we can get so convoluted and make up so many other things You're really here to enjoy your life and to live freely and to feel happy and just to love it. You're just here to love every minute of it. So happiness is your purpose. Remember that, pile 2. Okay, pile 2, I'm going to pull one more card for you, a Healing with the Angels card. So how can you better listen to this upper world support and divine guidance? What do you need to heal? Something overall. This has been a very clear message. Wisdom and abundance. Trusting your purpose. Divine guidance, pile 2. Okay. This is great. Signs. Trust the signs. I'm getting the feeling like you've gotten some signs and then you've been like, yeah, I get it. And like not taken action. It doesn't need to be a big action. You just need to actually respond to it. Imagine you were one of these upper world beings and you gave some really positive support. You were like, I see you down there. I see what's going on for you and I can see how challenging this part of your life is. I would just like to say, you know, I'd just like to send you something to show you it's going to be okay. And so, okay, maybe you're debating starting a new job or something like that, a new project. And then you see a word that relates exactly to that specific job. And you go, what are the odds? That could be a sign. Okay, I'll wait for more signs. Your upper world guide would be like, excuse me? I didn't want you to do that. I wanted you to feel comforted and you know, supported and know that it's going to be okay. And so really just listen to the things and find a way to step forward with it. It may not be taking that job offer, but it may just be admitting, wow, that's a positive sign towards that job. I still feel really good about that. And then just pausing on all the fears and other things that come up, right? So reducing the amount that you listen to what is not divine guidance also helps you receive more divine guidance. Hopefully that's clear for you, pile 2. Okay, thank you so much, pile 2. It's been a pleasure reading for you. And I really do hope you can feel that strong sense of support from your upper world. They are really doing their best to try and connect to you. And I hope at some point you can understand the communication and they send you the right signs to help you feel that way. So thank you so much. Now we're going to move on to pile number 3. Pile number 3, you chose study. I'm really being drawn already to the rainbow in this. So the angel has like a rainbow in their hand and it's coming out from their hands. So something about action and creating, as well as, of course, study and what you are studying. It doesn't mean that you have to be in school or taking a course right now, but it might be a lesson that you're learning or some skill that you're applying, learning to, that you need to be dedicated with. That would be study as well. Can also be inner study is what I'm hearing. Okay. Woo, there's a lot of energy with this one. That's interesting. I have to shake it out a little bit. Okay. Keepers of the light. Going to see what else, who else is with us today. A lot of light energy. I'm definitely feeling a lot of buzzing energy, so I'm not sure what you've been very busy with, but it does feel as though you've been quite busy, quite busy. Maybe it's what you're studying, what you're applying this to. Okay. First, you have White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. So great support knowing that we have ancestral support on our side here. Because for this amount of energy and what you're doing, there's sort of some nerves associated with it. Okay, it says connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. I feel that part of this family wound or pattern is about how you study, how you learn, how you work, how you earn income, how you apply yourself in general, the way in which you move. So I'm feeling kind of like you are doing a lot and it feels like you're being asked by folks around you to slow down or to shift or to pick something different or to not spend so much time on what you're working on, and that feels incorrect to you. And so your upper world guides are saying, yeah, we agree. We want you to keep doing what makes you happy. Yeah, so keep applying yourself, because really they're just saying, yeah, no, keep going. This isn't about other people's opinions. We led you down this path for a reason. There is something to learn here, and this hard effort will pay off. It is worth it. It absolutely is worth it. That's being very, very clearly said to me right now. All the effort and challenge and application, it could very well be about not seeing the results of your efforts yet, not seeing the results of your studying, not having a quantifiable way to measure your studying. So you could be looking and learning about something that doesn't have a certification process, doesn't have an end mark, and it could feel as though you maybe are worried it might become fruitless at some point, or that you're just going to be constantly learning, and that's a problem. But your upper world guides and the upper world in general wants to let you know that that is your duty, and it is meant to be taken with joy and pride and happiness. It's absolutely your mission to be growing yourself at this time, and it will pay off, and it is already paying off more than you probably are giving yourself credit for, and more than you can actually possibly know at this time. Okay, charity, prayer, and contemplation. So connect with heaven, ask, and you shall receive. So maybe you're afraid to sort of open the lines of communication with this upper world. So have you ever asked for help, or asked for more, asked for something? Sometimes it's just in a moment where, like, we look up and we just have a thought of, oh, please help with this. And we're not really sure who we're speaking to, is what I'm feeling. Please keep doing that. Prayer and contemplation is very healthy. If you've been feeling that really buzzy energy, it may be also time to pause, take a step back, and assess what you've learned already. So it is feeling like you do need to take stock in the journey and maybe plan something out. It feels like I'm seeing someone with like a calendar and flashcards. So maybe you are in school, maybe not. But it feels like you've sort of got to make a structure in order to feel like you've got this. And that's okay too. Definitely some prayer though. I'm getting the feeling like for some of you, you may never have prayed. And for some of you, you may have prayed, but it was a very long time ago, and it would feel very weird for you to do now. And I would just like to ask you to feel free to really find praise or prayer in some fashion that feels natural to you. Definitely with this group, I'm feeling like the rules don't really apply to you. So take that however you need to. But like, follow basic laws. I would hate to give advice. It's like, do what you want, do what comes into your mind. All right. Green Terra, Supreme Protection. I love this card. I love all the flowers. I'm really feeling like a vibrancy with this deck, but also with this pile. Pile 3, Supreme Protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. Yeah, there's a little bit of you that's not quite accepting that so much goodness is going to come for you the more stuff you do different to your family and different to your lineage. So I'm not sure where the worry is coming from. You are entirely good to go, pile 3. This fear that you're kind of stepping in between of what will they think, or they might not understand. Well, your family might not understand. Your lineage may have had patterns, and you're capable of shifting however it is you want to react to that and however you want to relate to that. Remember that what is done in love is done well. So really, instead of focusing on you having success or people understanding or applying yourself and getting results, like, instead of focusing on some of these more linear, more external things, focus your mind instead on trusting. I think when you build a little bit more connection upwards, you might feel like, okay, I'm not the only one who wants me to live a little different or do this thing that I really feel might help me succeed, but is a big risk. Or it might also help you with simply feeling as though the work that you put in is paying off. Because if you trust, it's much easier to trust that it's paying off than it is to worry. It's just much easier. It's much more effortless for you to put your energy towards trusting than to put your energy towards fixing, solving, or persevering. Definitely, it might be like you might be someone who is like, I'm a boss, like hashtag boss babe. I wanna just hit the ground running and do all this stuff. And it's feeling like that's a lot of forceful energy. And if you actually loosened up the reins, had a bit of that trust and faith that actually things are going exactly how they are, you might relax a little and therefore be more productive and more efficient with your learning. And things might make more sense in that if you take a pause, take that prayer and contemplation moment, it helps you build trust, and it also helps you take a step away and take a little break from what you've been doing. It feels like you've been working a little too focusedly on one thing, and it's time to broaden the scope. So I'm going to pull one more card here, Healing with the Angels card for you, just to end off the reading and wrap things up. Okay, here's some validation for it is okay to balance. It is okay to find time to take care of those needs that feel maybe a little trivial. I'm hearing they feel trivial, whatever these things are that you're avoiding that would bring you into balance. From that balance, you will receive. You will not receive until you are ready to receive, which means you have to be in balance. So it behooves you to find a way to get into balance at some point very soon. It's not a time for procrastination. And if you feel as though you were procrastinating in the past, you're not going to procrastinate now. You're going to take action on the balance, and then you will trust and more will come your way and you will receive. Feels like a very encouraging message from your upper world guides. Definitely, if you're noticing some of your patterning feeling odd, take a look at your family and what stories you may have taken about work from them. I think that might be really key for you, pile 3. Okay, well, here is hoping that you find the balance you need and that you can see all the good that is coming towards you. This was a general reading, so if you are chewing on something a little more specific and personal to you and you'd like to book a personal reading, I have that available down below. So if you want to go click the link, I would love to see you. And yeah, it's been so nice reading for you. Pile 3, you're going to figure it out. Everything is going to work out a-okay if it's not already, which I have a feeling it is. So enjoy the rest of your day, and we will chat soon. Bye.